harder than you fight. You might be lost like sunshine in the night. You know what they say, life's about to end. If you wanna be someone, you don't have to wait.
Happy New Year. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Zanya and I'm on the WW Blue plan and I'm allowed 23 points in a day. And I've been on WW Blue since January of last year, 2020. So basically I'm doing it a year now. And I have just over 90 pounds lost. And so before we get into the video, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up down below. And by all means, please subscribe. It helps support me and my channel. And I would be ever so grateful. So let's get into the video. It is called 2021. It's funny saying 2021. It's like, you know, tongue-tied with it, but it's called 2021 BMHL. And BMHL stands for Body, Mind, Healthy Lifestyle. And that's what I want to talk about with the new year. Basically, New Year's here. We're all pumped because Christmas holidays are over and all the overeating and all the, you know, festivity. Well, I shouldn't say festivities because we're really in, you know, with the COVID thing, we really can't celebrate that much like we normally would. But we still eat and enjoy our food and whatnot. But, and then we wait until the new year. We say, okay, once New Year hits, we're going to get, lose weight, go to the gym, work out, get healthy, you know. But, and I say with a big but, that don't sound right. It's like I'm saying big but, basically, one mistake that I know I made in the past is that, and I'm happy to say that I didn't make it last year when I joined WW, but I did years before because my weight always yo-yoed my whole entire life, is that I said, okay, once, and we all say it, once the New Year's hit, I'm going to stop eating candy, I'm going to stop eating chips, eating junk food, eating bars, eating whatever, or I'm not going to eat Chinese food and go out. I'm not going to eat, you know, pasta. We make all these things that we're going to give up. That's our New Year resolution. We're going to give up this, give up that. And that's one, in my opinion, you may feel differently, but for me, that's one big mistake, is we try to change our lives too much. We try to cut out everything. We think, okay, everything is bad. Okay, yeah, you know, we know chocolate bars and all that excess sugar and chips and candy, all that there is, you know, it's not healthy food for us. Yes, we're aware of that. But, you know, we're living a life here and we want to live it happy. We're only given one and we want to live it happy. So don't change your whole lifestyle because to lose weight or get off the excess pounds that you put on or whatnot, because when you lose that weight, or while you're losing that weight, you get so frustrated because you can't have it. You see everybody else around you having it and you become resentful, and then you become angry, and then you become angry with the diet, right? The diet. And that's what I love about WW. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And getting healthy and eating healthy, it's a lifestyle, not a diet. So basically, that's what we got to do, is get body, mind healthy. So, and make that our lifestyle. And because while we're getting our body healthy, we got to make sure this mind of ours, because this is what controls everything, controls our getting healthy, our weight loss, what we do. Our mind is so powerful. So, you know, it's a big factor in our life of how it controls so much. And if you're not in a good mindset or negative mindset, you ain't gonna go nowhere. The wheels are just turning, and you're just spinning. You're not gonna, you know, succeed at what you want. So you got to think, you know, positive for one. Try to think positive. Don't give up foods that you love. Like for me, I'm on Weight Watchers, so mine is points. So I'm allowed 23 points in a day. Some people are on iTrack bites that are allowed so many bites. I'm tongue tied here. Bites in a day, and I've heard. I'm not too familiar with it. I just heard so much lately about iTrack bites, but I know it's supposed to be a lot like WW in the point system. But if you're following other plans or if you're following your calories, and that's what I feel like for me is, in my opinion, is that even though you're on Weight Watchers or whatever plan, you should always be aware of your calories, because in order to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. So calories are very important to watch also. And basically, don't give up foods that you love. Just add them in with your healthy foods. Like, if there's times that you want to have chips, don't sit down and eat a whole big bag of chips. Have a portion, like have a normal size serving portion. And if you're on WW, and I will say WW because that's what I'm on, so I'll say that a lot, but I hope you get the gist of whatever plane you're on, what I mean. And it's basically portion control. Don't overload your plate on stuff. Don't overload your bowl. Like get a bowl. Don't take the bag of chips with you. And because we're all guilty of that, of taking a whole bag with us. Take out a serving. I measure mine on my food scales. If you don't have a food scales, just measure out a portion, and that's it. Put the clip on that bag. Put it back in the cupboard or whatever. That's it. That's your serving. And you can do all it could be so much fun. And I know this sounds crazy. This may sound crazy to you, but I make my journey of losing weight, getting healthy, and that I make it fun. I don't like the same old boring thing. I go and look for recipes on Pinterest, on YouTube, on Instagram. There's so much out there on social media. Yes, I know social media can be bad sometimes, and sometimes it's good. And that's where social media really helps you. You go onto those apps and you look for those recipes and that. Hey, May. And different ideas and all that. That's like this here drink that I made, I should say. It's like 2 smart points. And I made it with my diesel protein powder. It's the candy cane ice cream, it's called. And I use a scoop of that and 1 tablespoon of my PB&Me peanut butter powder. And I put a tablespoon of the baker's cocoa there. I put that in and some ice, and I put some milk alternative in that. And there's so many recipes for stuff like that, and it's so so creamy. And you can make things low points. You can make things that are you look and there's so much fat or there's so much sugar and all that. You can work them out and make them lower fat, lower sugar, and lower calories. And there's so much out there to help you. And but by all means, don't give up the foods you love. Just portion control them. Put them in with some healthy foods. You're gonna have pasta one night for supper. Just put some veggies in with it too, or put some veggies on the side, different things like that. Don't give up. And also the thing too is people think, okay, I gotta join the gym. It's gonna cost an expense and all this. You don't have to join the gym right away, and you don't have to join the gym at all. But if you enjoy the gym, by all means, gyms are great. They're fabulous. I don't know if a lot of them are open right now or not because of, it's still with COVID and restrictions and that. I'm not sure. But gym is great. If you want to join a gym is great. Or you can work out at home. And if you don't like doing workout and you're just like, ugh, I don't like working out. I shouldn't say I'm lazy, but I just don't like working out. So, or finding the time too. So walking is great. Also little things. Like if you don't have time for that, you got a busy lifestyle, you can never get out for a walk, or even if it's once a week or some little exercise to change you, just to get the endorphins up there, and just to get some fresh air. Because I tell you, like, fresh air, like, I know this sounds crazy, but what I do sometimes is I go and I take a deep breath of that air, and it just feels good on the lungs. It really, really does. And I know that sounds corny, but it's true. Just try it. Like, they say don't knock it till you try it. But I mean, it's a different, I know we all breathe air, but I mean, it's different. Just go out there and take a deep breath, like, from your chest. And it feels really good. And that's where it helps, clear your head and makes you feel better and more positive. And just stop thinking about stresses. And it's hard, but it just helps you just to relax, and that's what nature does, right? And like little things, like, instead of taking the elevator, take the steps. If you're not ready for that yet, because probably got problems with your feet or your knees or whatever, well, wait until you're a bit better for that, or whatever. But when you go to park at the grocery store, don't park so close. Park a little bit further down, so it's a little bit more of a walk for you. Little things like that you don't know. I know a lot of times I see people go to the mall and they're not going there to shop, and I don't know if it's the right thing to say right now, because everything is so changed because of COVID. But I know before all this, I would see people, before the stores open, and like if there's a big mall, they were walking. There was like, a couple, they would be walking, go for a brisk walk. If it, because if it was slippery outside, or, if there's ice on the sidewalks or whatever, they didn't let that stop them to go in the mall, and they walk around, get their exercise. And I know I see some people here in the building I live, down in the underground parking, and I see them walk all around, because it's like a circle sort of thing. And they walk, they do laps. And it's great. Just little things like that. You don't have and if you can't, no one's asking you to go out and run a marathon or a race right away, or at all. Just those little things help. Eating healthy. So basically, eating healthy, little things when it comes to exercise. If you're not ready for the full force, brisk, jog. I can't jog. Like, I can't jog to save my life. I'm hoping one of these days I can. Same as the run. I'm like, I'm panting for air. I'll go from, I know before, a few years ago, I would go from the end of the driveway, like, to the house. And if I was jogging or whatever, I would be all out of breath, right? And because, it wasn't good for me. But I wish I could. I see a lot of them out there jogging, but that's just not in my cards right now. Not saying that it won't be, but when I feel a bit healthier, right? But yeah, so basically for the 2021 BMHL's Body, Mind, Healthy Lifestyle, for myself and, for yourselves, is think this is the year. And we always say this is the year, but let's just let's be positive and forget about last year. And it was a hard year. I shouldn't say forget about it, because it's a hard year all around for everybody. But let's just start off this year positive, and that's where your mind healthy comes in. Is think positive, because and be grateful for things. I know I used to do a gratitude thing, and I got to get back up with that again, is that every day I used to, if you can't write it down, I used to write it down, or even just think of it, 3 things every day what you're grateful for. I used to write it down every day. 3 things I'm grateful for. If you don't have the time, or you just don't like writing down things or whatever, get up in the morning or whatever, just in you're having a shower, while you're in the shower, just think of, okay, what are 3 things I'm grateful for? And it's hard to stay negative when you're trying to think of these grateful things. And, we should be grateful. We're here. We're alive, we're breathing. Things may be not the best, but don't focus on that because that'll bring you right down. And don't, I stress is, but again, all this is my opinion, right? Don't focus on the scales too much. If you want to weigh yourself in the beginning, I weighed myself in the beginning when I first started to lose weight because I need to know my weight. Put it in the app. I weigh myself once a week, every week, Saturday morning. That's it, just to put it in my app. But I don't concentrate on the scales because the scales can be how can I say, sometimes your enemy. Sometimes, for my opinion, scales can be your enemy because a lot of times you get too focused and you obsess with the scales. You're on it every day, and that happened to me. And then you become obsessed with losing and losing and losing, and then you lose. If you were like how I was, is that I lost so much that I didn't see myself as, I see myself as someone overweight, and really there was nothing to me at all. I didn't see the same person everybody else was seeing, and that obsession with the scales really done damage to me and my brain. And I said I would never go back there again. So with scales, yeah, you can weigh yourself and stuff like that, and do whatever, do whatever is good for you. Not what I suggest or whatever, but this is just my opinion, is that, yeah, weigh yourself once a week. That's what I do. Don't focus on that. Focus on being healthy. Don't focus on a number, because you may get to that number and realize, you're not happy with it. Or you may never get to that number because you feel great now. You feel great at that point. Like you may say, well, I got 50 pounds to lose or 70 pounds to lose. And then when you get off, say 30 or 40 or whatever it is, you feel great. So don't focus on a number. Focus on getting healthy. How I focus on how, my breathing, how much better it is. Everything with my health, how much better it is. I focus on like, oh, this feels better. Like it's not as snug anymore or whatever. And I don't even know, like I said before, I think in another video, it's like, I don't even know my goal weight. I didn't set a goal weight. And because I just want to be healthy, and then I'll try to maintain to where I feel, it could be 5 pounds from now. It could be 20 pounds from now. I don't know. It's just what I feel healthy. And that's what we should concentrate on. Not the term weight loss after Christmas and the new year, losing weight. No, we should concentrate on getting healthy. And that's the main thing. And like I said, your body needs to get healthy, but your brain is so important to get healthy too. And I'm sorry, Mindy is distracting me, and she just, the reason and I'm so used to her that sometimes you kind of not block it out, but you don't hear it sometimes, but she whines a lot because she likes to constantly be rubbed. She's 13 and she's spoiled, and she's like, as soon as I take my hand from her, she'll whine again. So she's just spoiled. She's fine. She's just spoiled. Right, Mindy? Your mom's girl. And, but yeah, so like, don't change your life too much, because, you don't want to be on that hamster wheel going around and around and around again, back to square one. Once you lose weight and you overload on those foods that you said that you're going to stay away from, when you got a hold of them, you just went full force with them. Still eat those foods. Portion control. So remember that. Okay. So the things that I hope you take from this is, and that I'm taking from this, whether nobody takes it from it or not, or, is this year I'm going to continue to get my body and my mind healthy. And that's what I'm going to concentrate on, that. And yes, weight loss is into that. Yeah, I'll lose some weight. I may gain some weight. I don't know, but it's a lifestyle. Don't rush your life. Don't rush to get the weight off. Just just live your life and just take it gradually. You know, don't worry. And no, one other thing that I almost forgot, that what you do is, do not, please don't compare yourself to other people. If Jill, Jane, Jim, whatever, it's all J's here, but or whatever, whoever, Ellen, I don't know. If they're at don't look at them and say, oh, I wish I was like them, or I wish I was at their weight, or whatever, because you're not them. So don't compare yourself to other people. You're a different genetic makeup, you're a different body, everything. And that's the worst thing we can do, is try to be somebody else. You don't want somebody else's life. They got a whole laundry list of problems that you don't even know about. So why try to have somebody else's life or be somebody else? Be you. Concentrate on you. Concentrate on what your body needs and what's good for your body. Like, I mean, you can say, somebody, they may say, oh, well, I'm this weight. Well, I wish I was that, so I'm going to, rush and get to that weight. You're not going to be happy. You're never going to be happy, because when you get to Joan or Jill or Karen or whoever, you get to their weight, there's something else that you're not going to like. You're still not going to be pleased, because you still see that person and what they look like. You're not seeing what you look like, even at that weight. So concentrate on just, I don't know how to say it, but basically concentrate on being healthy for you. You healthy, I call it, you healthy. Just don't compare yourself to others. I did that. I should say I'm guilty of that my whole entire life. Compare myself to others, not good enough. And I have for many years, and I'm working on this really, really hard. And this past year, it's helped me tremendously. Is my self-esteem. My self-esteem was terrible my whole life, because I compared myself. I always thought I was never good enough, and stuff like that. And when I think about it now, is like, what am I not good enough for? Not good enough for who or what? I should be, I'm good enough for myself. So don't try, if you feel that you need to be good, yet you're not good enough for someone or something. There's something wrong there. It's like, why you should be good enough for anyone. And a lot of times we think that we're not good enough, and other people are thinking, yeah, well, they're great. Like, why are they thinking that? And I know that's, our mind plays tricks on us. And that goes with just trying to have somebody else's life and somebody else's body and somebody else's looks or whatever. Like, it'd be a weird world out there if we all looked the same. So, and that's why I can't stand, and I see it a lot, and we all see it a lot, is with magazines and the commercials and media, like a lot of, we see it everywhere our whole life. You see, like, in magazines, of these models, or oh, I wish I looked like this celebrity, or looked like, had a body, or looked like this person, and whatever. They're photoshopped. Like, all this here, magazines and everything else, they're photoshopped. And and we're comparing ourselves to stuff that's not real. Like, and the other factor too is, if it's not photoshopped, there's people doing their makeup, and there's people doing their hair, and they probably spent 5 hours sitting down to prepare for one picture, or two pictures in a magazine or whatever. And we're thinking we look like crap because we don't look like that. And it's sad world out there that, and we get sucked into it. And and it's hard not to get sucked into it, but be you. Don't be somebody else. Remember, that's photoshopped, or spend hours doing whatever, right? And like I'm taking this video now and I got roots coming out of my hair like crazy because I guess I was blessed with gray hair at an early age, and I have to dye my hair. So really some people would think, okay, I'm not going to show a video because my roots are shown on this. Like my roots are part of me. Okay, if someone don't like it, you don't have to look at it, right? But I mean, I'm not going to stop. I feel confident in my own skin. You know, it's roots. It's part of me. And so that's what I've learned, right? And yeah, so I hope this video wasn't like too long-winded for you, or you know, I don't know how you feel about it, but oh, sorry. Another thing I remembered is get plenty of sleep. That's another thing we can concentrate on. Get plenty of sleep, and because that affects everything, is getting enough sleep. So I just remember that because I have notes here, so I can remember like different things. But I think I got everything down that I wanted to, you know, say basically. But yeah, like feel good for you. Don't concentrate on a number, just concentrate on being healthy, living positively, living your life. Don't try to live somebody else's. Don't compare your journey like for weight loss. Like if you have friends too that are doing a program or not, or if they're losing weight but they're losing theirs quicker than you, don't concentrate on that. And everybody's body is different. Somebody may lose a lot of water weight. Somebody could be losing less. Like, so don't think that something's not working for you because you're not losing as quickly or whatever, because we're all different and we'll get there. You'll get there, and get there is meaning healthy and not a number. So I guess I should let you guys go. Mindy is crying for attention. Sorry, come here, May. Come here. Let's show the people on YouTube. Okay, this is my girl Mindy. And these puppies make me keep going. Her and Ollie and Louie, my cat. So, but she likes to be cuddled. So that's why you hear her a lot. She turned 13 on December the 28th. Didn't you, Mindy? Oops. Don't hold down my shirt. I want to frighten people. Make this video X-rated or something. But yeah, so aren't you mommy's girl? So she's not whining now. So she's fine now because I am giving her attention. That's my own fault. Since I got her when she was a puppy, she was always in my arms, cuddled, and so it didn't do her any good by being cuddled too much. But it's hard. I just love my pets so much, right? But we're going to say bye to everybody for now. Hey, May. Hey. Hey, Mindy. You're a good girl, aren't ya? Aren't ya? You waving? Are you waving? Look at them. I'm looking in the wrong part. The camera's over that way. Sorry if I keep looking the wrong way. The camera is over here, but I keep looking over there. But I gotta get used to that. Right, Mindy? Yeah. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. She gets grumpy, but she's a good girl. Anyway, that's it for this video. So, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. And by all means, please subscribe. It helps support me and my channel. And like I said, I'd be so grateful. And you'd be grateful too, right, May? Right, Mindy? Yeah. And anyway, take care of yourselves, love yourselves, and keep that body, mind healthy. And That's all you need. Bye for now. Say bye.